Kylie had always believed that the greatest danger to her family would come from outside their home. She never imagined that danger would begin with a sickness. Her 8-year-old son, Daniel, had always been energetic. He loved running through the yard, laughing with his friends, and staying awake far past his bedtime. But one rainy evening, everything changed. Daniel suddenly collapsed. Kylie rushed him to the hospital, terrified. The doctors worked through the night while Kylie sat alone in the waiting room, praying through her tears. Then a doctor came out. "We're doing everything we can," he said quietly. "His condition is extremely serious." Kylie's heart nearly stopped. That night, Daniel's condition became worse. His breathing became weak, and machines surrounded his bed. Kylie held his hand and whispered, "Mommy is here. Don't give up." But something strange happened at exactly midnight. The hospital lights flickered. Then Daniel opened his eyes. He stared toward the dark corner of the room. "Mommy," he whispered, "who is that man?" Kylie turned around. Nobody was there. "What man?" Daniel pointed toward the corner. "The man standing behind you." Kylie froze. Slowly, she looked over her shoulder. Nothing. But then she heard a whisper beside her ear. "Let him go." Kylie screamed. The nurses rushed into the room, but the whispering stopped. From that night forward, Daniel kept seeing the same shadowy man. Sometimes he appeared at the end of the hospital hallway. Sometimes he stood outside the window. And sometimes he appeared beside Daniel's bed while everyone else was asleep. Each time Daniel saw him, his condition seemed to become worse. One night, Daniel whispered, "Mommy, he told me I'm going with him tomorrow." Kylie refused to accept it. She grabbed her son's hand and began praying. "God, please don't let fear have the final word. Please protect my child. Give him strength to fight. Give the doctors wisdom. Bring healing where there is sickness and hope where there is fear." As Kylie prayed, the hospital lights went completely dark. The shadow appeared at the foot of Daniel's bed. This time, Kylie could see him. A tall figure stood motionless beneath a black hood. "You can't take my son," Kylie cried. The figure slowly raised its hand. Then Daniel's heart monitor began to beep wildly. Kylie screamed for help. Doctors and nurses rushed into the room. Suddenly, the shadow vanished. The machine stabilized. Daniel began breathing normally. The next morning, the doctors were stunned. "We can't explain the sudden improvement," one doctor said. "He's responding to treatment." Days passed. Then weeks. Daniel slowly recovered. Eventually, he was strong enough to walk out of the hospital. Kylie thought the nightmare was over. But one evening, months later, Daniel was playing in the backyard when he suddenly stopped. He looked toward the trees. Kylie's heart sank. "Mommy," he said softly. "What is it?" Daniel smiled. "He's there." Kylie looked toward the trees. Nothing. Then Daniel added, "But he can't come near me anymore." "Why?" Daniel pointed toward the sky. "Because the light is too bright." Kylie looked upward. Sunlight poured across the yard. The strange shadow was gone. Daniel ran into his mother's arms. Kylie held him tightly, realizing that the darkest night of their lives had not destroyed them. Her son had survived, and although she never understood exactly what had happened inside that hospital, she knew one thing. Fear had knocked on their door, but it had not won. Daniel grew stronger every day, and Kylie never stopped thanking God for giving her son another chance at life. Sometimes the greatest victory is simply waking up the next morning and realizing that the darkness didn't get you. And sometimes when the night becomes frightening, Kylie still hears a faint whisper in the distance. But it no longer says, "Let him go." It says, "He survived."